Hey everybody, Kelly here. So, today is March 30th, 2024. It's the day before Easter, day before my parents' anniversary. Happy anniversary, Mom and Dad. And I have been horribly sick this week though. So, no quilt number 2 from the Las Vegas strips. I just didn't quite get that done, and honestly, I'm looking at it now and I'm thinking I'm probably going to save my idea for quilt number 2 for something else and use these for some bags. I'm really wanting to kit up some cross-stitch projects. I've got a few already kitted up, but I'm wanting to do a few more, and a couple of them are very spring-oriented, so I'm thinking these would be very pretty spring fabrics for that. So maybe that's what I'll do next week. We'll see. And let's see. So other plans. Quilty plans. So next week, I can't remember if it's next week or the week after, that Fat Quarter Shop is going to do block 2 of the Moonbeams Charity Stitch Along quilt. So I'll be doing that as well. And also the next block for Heartfelt, which was the 2022 charity quilt along. So I'm kind of behind on that one, so I'm trying to work both of them together. And I'm also working on the cross stitches for both of those, so that'll be a busy week. Anyhow, so I have been sick this week, so no quilt, not a lot of cross stitching, but I've had a project that I've been going to do for several weeks now. And if you have possibly watched Cross Stitching the Globe, I know most of my people are more quilters. I'm a quilter, but I might have to edit that part. I know most of my viewers are more quilters, but there might be a couple of you that are cross stitchers and enjoy some cross stitch content as well. And so Cross Stitching the Globe, they actually did a tutorial for needle keepers last week. And like I said, I've had this planned already. I just haven't got it done. So I'm kind of working on that here. And if you don't mind, hopefully I can work on that and talk a little bit at the same time. So what I have here are actually some pieces of jewelry that I don't really wear anymore. I don't wear a lot of jewelry much these days. But some of these aren't too old. They just maybe have, like, part of it broke off. Like that doesn't have the actual pin anymore. And so, but I saved it because I thought, well, maybe I'll do something crafty with it. Well, I think this is what I'm going to do. And then a couple of them are just ones that I don't really wear pins that much anymore, but I really like these, and I would like to see them out and about on some of my projects. So, and some of them are actually from way back when I was a little girl. Hopefully you can focus on that. So that's Kelly with an I. That's me. All right, so I'm going to work on that a little bit, and I don't know exactly which glue I'm going to use, so I brought both of them. I'm going to maybe do just a couple test ones right here, just to get an idea what I think works best. So let's use the little photo one here, and just put a little dab. Ooh, it's a little bit more than a little dab. So then the magnets actually, so you can get different types of magnets. So these are the, I can never say it right, neodymium, neodymium, and these are probably the better ones to get. For one thing, they're extremely hard to get apart. You have to slide them, but when they're only a small set, they don't want to slide. I can't get a hold of it enough to make it slide. anyhow, there we go. All right. So, and what you want to do is make sure that you're putting the correct sides that are going to magnetize to each other. So facing the correct direction. All right, and then I'm just going to let that sit in this. This Gorilla Glue is going to take a little while to actually adhere. Now the super glue might actually work faster. Let's test it out. So, a couple other things that I wanted to go over while I'm doing this. Basically, I had plans this weekend to do a lot of yard work too, and I don't think that's going to happen because I just still don't really feel very well. And it's going to be super windy as well. I don't know about where you all are, but it's just a extremely windy area. And so I don't enjoy that. So one of the things that I forgot to mention at the beginning of this video is to watch out for my Monday video, which will be my row of the Sew Becca Collaboration quilt. And I'm still finishing it. I've got it pretty well along, but I'm still finishing it right now. And so I will have that to present on Monday. And so far we've had Sean, the guy who sews, has done the first row, and Elizabeth at Goody Goods has done the second row. And I just realized I didn't actually open this. That would help, wouldn't it? And so, yeah, so Sean, the guy who sews, and Elizabeth at Goody Goods have done the first 2 rows for the quilt, and they're pretty awesome. I loved Sean's animals, and I loved Beth. I think it's Elizabeth, but I think she goes by Beth. And so Goody Goods, I loved her technique. So I'm going to try that on a scrappy quilt that I want to do pretty soon. Alright, so apparently this still isn't working. So, you know what? I'm probably not using this glue. In fact, I'll just put it over there. We'll just use this one. It'll be fine. And so, anyhow, they have done the first 2 rows. They're very cool. I hopefully will remember to link to their channels in the description box. And so I do my row on Monday, and then for May, I believe, is Amy Dement. I'm never sure if I'm saying her last name right, but she's really cool. You'll definitely want to check out her channel. And I just realized that I didn't test that to see which direction that was actually supposed to go. Hopefully that's the right one. I guess we'll find out, right? Okay, so what are some other things? So yard work. Yeah. I love gardening. I don't necessarily love the landscaping end of things, and that's a lot of what I have to do right now. So if it's not too windy, I'll get out a little bit this weekend, but probably not. Just not feeling well. Alright, so a couple other things. So for Easter, I have been working on cross stitch. Ooh, that's crazy. Well, that magnet was strong. And one of them had the glue on it. Wow, that was fast. So, don't do that. Yeah, that one has the glue on it. That's not awesome. Okay, come on. Okay, well, I was going to say that the neodymium are actually probably the stronger type of magnet you can get. The other type would be a ceramic, just ceramic disc magnets. And the only thing, my only concern with these is I feel like these are going to be the ones that will probably discolor the fabric. I don't know why I feel, well, I do know why I feel that way. I almost feel like I could actually get discoloration just from rubbing on it like that. So I will probably use some of these, but I'll be very careful to also have some little scraps of batting maybe to put in between my cross stitch and the magnet, because these are super strong. So, alright, well, I'm going to continue working on these in a little bit, but right now I want to show you a couple other projects that I've been working on and want to work on. So for those of you that are more quilt oriented, this is going to lean into the cross stitch projects. So this one I'll actually be finishing today, and at least I hope today, probably tomorrow at the latest. And so it's for my Easter project. Well, actually it's supposed to be done already, and it's not quite done, but I'm pretty sure I can get it done tonight. So I haven't taken it out of the frame. My can is actually complete. There's a carrot down here at the bottom. Pretty much everything's complete except for finishing the rabbit faces and the flowers that were off to the side. So just to show you there, that's what, from Hands-On Design, that's what it will finish like. And I may do similar style of framing, but I might choose something different. And in all likelihood, I'll probably finish the cross stitch on this and then just take the piece out of the hoop and put it with all my Easter stuff to all my Easter decorations, and then when I pull it out next year I can actually do the final finish on it. Okay, so let me set that aside. And then for an Easter project, I actually like to watch Floss Boss and Cousins. And so they talked about possibly doing a stitch along called His Eye is on the Sparrow. And I'm not sure that this was the one that they were referring to, but I liked this one, so this is what I'm gonna kit up and start working on that sampler right there. Now there were a couple other ones that I really liked too, and I thought about getting those, but I think this is the one that they're planning on doing. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Oh well. It's still a beautiful sampler. So, and I just love all those little animals that are in there. Hopefully I'm showing you correct. Not real sure. But yeah, that's going to be a really pretty little sampler there. So, alright, next project that I'm going to start on. I don't know why I keep calling them projects. Stitch. The next stitch that I'm going to start on. This one won't get finished for a little while yet, but this is a pattern off of Zweigart's website. Zweigart, the fabric company. And so that was a free pattern on there, and I just think it's darling. And so I'm going to make that up for my niece's little boy that's coming. So that's going to be so cute. And last but not least, my April start is going to be Sweet Treats from Country Cottage. So April is my birthday month, so I thought what better month to do a cross stitch full of sweet treats that I can hang in my kitchen. So I don't know that I'll get that done in April, but I will work on it for sure. Okay, well that's all my stitchy plans. So, let me check my little thing here and make sure I went over everything. Pretty much. April quilt plans to do the Fat Quarter Shop charity sew-alongs, to work on my Love Notes quilt kit that was from a couple years ago, and probably a couple other things thrown in there. And then we just went over my stitches, and I'm just gonna keep working on my pin keeps here. And I hope you all join me for Monday's video. I don't know what I'll title it exactly. Probably Sew Becca Collaboration. Blah blah blah. Anyhow, I'll try to link the two videos together. And yeah. So I feel like I'm forgetting all kinds of other things that I was going to come on and tell y'all. Basically, I was going to do a whole other quilt, but things just got away from me when I got sick, and so now I just need to rest and relax a little bit this weekend. Alright, well I hope you get a chance to do the same, and enjoy the weekend, and hopefully enjoy family and friends and all that. And so thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.